So now I want to clean up this page a little bit. This is the properties ID page. So if we go to app, properties, brackets ID, page.jsx, we've already moved the main data into this property details component. Now I want to handle this other stuff like the bookmark button, the share button, and the contact form. So let's start off with the bookmark button. So we'll leave this aside here, and then let's just take this button and cut it, and then let's create a component called bookmark button.jsx and RAFCE bookmark button, and then we're going to put this, what we just cut out, put that right here, and then we can go yeah, we do have an icon to bring in. We'll do that in a second, but let's bring this in here. So we'll say import bookmark button, and then go back down to where we had the button right here, and let's say bookmark button. Now we want to pass the property in because the bookmark functionality is going to be in that component. So let's say property, set that to property, and we'll save, and then we should still see the button, but now it's in its own component. And then let's bring the icon in. So here, let's say import, and the icon name is FA bookmark, and that's going to be from React Icons FA. And let's see, we're going to put this yeah, right here. We'll keep the class name of MR2, change that to FA bookmark, and we don't need a closing tag. Whoops, I hate how it does that. We don't need this. We just need to add a slash. All right, so let's save that, and now we have our little bookmark icon. So let's do the same with the share button. Now the share button, this is actually going to change the way we're going to do it. We're going to have separate buttons to share on Twitter, Facebook, email, different social media. We're going to use a package called React Share, but for now we'll just use this single button. So to do that, let's go back here and grab the button, cut it. Let's create a new component called share button.jsx, or well, let's call it share buttons because again it's going to be multiple buttons. And then RAFCE, and we'll replace this div here with what we copied, and there is an icon that we'll just bring in for now, so it's FA share. But again, we're really not going to need this. And then, yeah, we'll just replace this with FA share, class name MR2. Okay, and now we can just bring that into our page.jsx, right? And let's bring it in first up top. So import share buttons. And let's see, we're going to do right here, share buttons, and we also want to pass the property in. So property, all right, save that, and now we have the button there. So we're just cleaning this page up. Now we have the contact form, which is quite a bit of HTML. We can get rid of this comment, and then this div that wraps around everything. Actually, do we want that? Yeah, we'll take the whole div. So that ends right here. So I'm just going to grab that whole div, and we'll cut it. And then let's create a new component called property contact form.jsx. And then we're going to paste that, what we just copied, in here, save it, and then in the page, we're going to bring it in. So import property contact form. And just like the other ones, we're just going to put it in here, property contact form, and let's pass in the property. Save, and we should still see that. Now, are there any icons in here for the button? I don't think so. Oh, there is. This paper plane. So let's bring that in. React icon /FA, and I'm not exactly sure the name of the icon. It's probably paper, yeah, FA paper plane. All right, and then we'll come down to the button, and let's replace this with FA paper plane. Give it a class name of MR-2. Save it. Now we have our little icon. All right, so if we look at the page now, much cleaner, right? So everything is in components. So in the next video, we'll start on the bookmark button.